Hello, people. Hi. Alright. Now, I would have spent more time to explain, the beginning of everything on the starting soon screen. I probably should have. But, hi. I'm here. And today, I plan on finishing this. See, a while ago, I'd started this as part of, I don't know if anyone that's here at this moment has seen the trend on like Instagram or Twitter where it's like the 6 fan arts thing, right? And a while ago, I think it was back in like June, I had posted one of those things on my Instagram story basically saying, give me characters. And then I never did it. Well, I technically did it. I started with this one. I got this far with it, right? But then I never opened that tab again. I just kind of left it as is and never followed up on it and continued the drawing, right? So, today, with this being the only show that I actually worked on it like a little bit, I want to finish this one character. And then the rest of the files can be gone. I already deleted them. They're gone. You can tell that it was 6 fan arts because of the file name being 6 part 2. Part 2 because I had done this before. I had done, like, I guess it's technically a challenge. I did the challenge before a while ago. Yeah. And the fun thing is that for all the characters, I had sketches out for them. Technically, I just never got to like the second stage of sketches, because you can see this file, right? You have all these layers, and there's line art, whatever, flats, background type thing, original sketch, right, and then refined sketch, and then we have, line art, right, process, but, so, yeah. But I only got to like the base sketch with all of them because I was going to do them one at a time. And then I started with Rena and then closed the file. I don't know why. I like the drawing of Rena, but I just never did anything else. I just kind of stopped. But today, it is time for me to finish this one, to be like, look at my followers on Instagram and be like, do you remember this? I did one of them. Now, so before we get onto shading, because I already have the flats done, the line art is there. The question is, because it was originally in, the thing was like boxes, right? It was originally in a box like this, right? And so, the question is if I want to, like, keep the box, because I kind of had that there with, like, the one color here. Also, I feel like, is the music too loud? I feel like it is. I'm going to turn that down a bit. You should be able to hear it still, theoretically. I just don't want it to overpower anything. And the song is quite loud right now, at least in my ears. And so, I don't want it to be too loud for your ears. But yeah, so first question is if I want to keep this background or I want to move her from like middle here to like down here, and then I can crop the canvas again to fit it better. And that's the question. So if like anyone here has anything, feel free to throw it out there. Because that's kind of, well, I guess I can technically start shading without having to worry about the background necessarily. But the thing about the background is lighting, and that's the big thing. And that's the big question. Ho ho. Oh, this music is unknown. I don't know if it fits. We're sticking with it anyway. I'm forcing it out of you. Answer. Answer, please. I'm left with nothing. Nothing to do, nothing to see. So can y'all like hear me fine enough? I don't know. Yep, that should be. Oh, hello? Hello? Has my audio just not been working? Oh, no, okay. Good. Alright, so hi. Hello. Now, for like brief overview, I plan to finish this. Question is, because this was originally for like a 6 fan arts thing, it originally had like a box, right? And she was like contained within the box. Question is if I want to keep her in the box, or if I just want to like move her down to the bottom of the screen and then crop the canvas. And that's the question. Container. I mean, technically her arm is sticking out of the box, so I don't know how much we're actually containing her. Also, you can't see chat on screen that well, can you? Fuck. Huh. Well, sorry chat, you're gonna be invisible. Oh, I don't know if you just don't notice it, but it's technically like right above me. Chat. It's like right above my head. So. Alright, that's good. Because on my screen it is pixelated, but I think that's just my monitor. You're just built? Not even different? Just like as a general statement? Or alright. Good for you. Good for you. Alright, I don't know what I was going with there. So, see, the thing with like art streams is that, okay, I'm not even in like the VC that I usually am in Discord, so if like anyone in the Discord wants to join, can join. I was thinking that today would be a good chatting day because I feel chatty, and I'm drawing, so I can just talk. But then I realized that I don't know what to talk about, and talking is a thing that I'm bad at. But we can gloss over that. We can. No. No. See, the only thing going on in my life is like school, and I don't think that's the most interesting thing I can talk about. I mean, I guess today we were making like posters for the book we're reading in my English class, right? And someone on the poster drew Trans Garfield, which I think was great. I was tempted to get a picture with it, but it was very small, and I felt like it would be too weird for me to just walk up to the poster and take a picture of it. I was very tempted though. Maybe next time I'm in that class, if the poster is like still up and available for me to see, I might try to take a picture of it, because it's great. I love the Trans Garfield. You know? Yeah. I feel like I'm talking too fast to actually draw out anything. Because I have like 5 things that I can talk about, right? And I've already exhausted like half of them because they're non-existent. But that's fine. We can just live with this. Everything's good. Anyway, shading time. there's very nice music in the back. Ooh. I love the Super Mario Galaxy soundtrack so much. Good music. Good music. Yeah. I guess I could also talk about some other classes, but like giving people too much information that they don't need to know. What else has been happening? See, the thing with my classes this semester is that not much has happened so far. Of course, that's alright. Good luck with your computer. Good luck. Yeah. Even with my classes this semester is because, you know, new semester, new classes. I mean, it might be because it's like just started up, but I've not really just been doing anything at all on them. I mean, technically I've been working, but I haven't done much of anything. And 2 of my classes so far are like basically kind of free periods. I mean, technically I'm supposed to be working in them, but I don't really have much work to do in them. I think the brush was actually size 1 when I worked on this. Man. But yeah, I don't actually have that much work. And so I've just been kind of like sitting there for half of them. Well, yeah, literally half of them. Because it's 2 of my classes. You know? But we're going on in the world, you know? Going through it, I guess. That's just how it is. Alright. So, yeah, when I was thinking of what I could talk about on the stream, I kind of just thought about my classes, and then I didn't think further. And now I have nothing to talk about. Man, you know, at the very least, this isn't as bad as my last stream, and we can live with that. We're good. We're doing well. Oh no, that's so bad. Oh god. See, I don't know how to shade hair. How the fuck? Anyways. Man, that sucks. Oh. Alright. Oh man. Whew. What? Today I was like, Oh man. Yeah. I think that happened to me a while ago where Discord just wasn't doing well for me. And so I had to like try to delete and re-download it to get it to, you know, work. But I was struggling with it. The one time I was like really struggling with Discord, and I was like, what is going on? Because when I opened it, I fully couldn't click anything. But that time it turns out it was just because I was at school and the computer was using the school Wi-Fi, which blocks Discord. So I couldn't open, so whenever I would like, I could open Discord, but once you open it, you can't actually hit anything. It like completely freezes the browser. And so, yeah, Discord is blocked on there. And it's funny because something else that is blocked is like Minecraft servers. Like you can't access Minecraft servers. you can play like single player worlds, right? But you can't get on any servers. It will say that you won't be able to connect to them. I've tried. And that's why whenever I'm at school, I have to resort to playing in single player worlds, or I have to like use like my phone's hotspot so I can connect to my own Wi-Fi and then play on servers. But the problem is that it's a hotspot, and so, you know, not the best connection. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. The thing with the school Wi-Fi blocks is interesting because I found out that I feel like Instagram should be blocked on it. But I've accessed like my Instagram a couple of times on like my laptop while it was connected to the school Wi-Fi. So I was like, why did, because I thought that Instagram would be one of the main things it would block. I felt like that was like a given thing. It would block like all social media, and you know, Instagram's pretty big in terms of social media. So I thought like for certain that would be blocked. But then for like an assignment I had in like art, I linked my Instagram account because like it's an art Instagram, I post my art there. I linked it on there. The way I did it was, you know, Google Docs. I just typed in my username and then hit link, and then it shows up like suggested things to link based off what you typed out. And when you search up saltyne, I'm like the only result for it. So I was able to pretty easily click on the first result, which was my Instagram, and have it linked to that page, right? And then I was able to like, I wanted to see if I could hit the link to see what would happen. So I hit the link, right? And then I was able to access Instagram. I was able to post on Instagram. I was able to talk to people on Instagram, use the chat, the message function. Perfectly fine. That was like the only time I was able to post when I regularly post. Because usually I try, on Instagram, I try to keep like, while I don't consistently post like day-wise, I do, when I post, I try to post at the same time or around the same time every time. I've been like kind of slack with that lately, haven't really been caring as much, just kind of throwing posts out. But usually when I post, I try to do it between 3 and 4 p.m., right? So I have like an 1 hour period where if I'm going to post that day, I have to get my post ready now. The problem with that this year specifically is that my like 4th block class takes up my phone every day, because it's like a mandatory thing. They make you put your phones in the bag, which feels weird because I don't think it should matter that much, but you know, they do it anyways. And so I don't have access to my phone, which means I can't, and my 4th period is between the times of 3 and 4. So that class takes up my posting schedule and makes it so that I'm not able to post. So I guess, but then recently I was able to post during that times during a weekday, because usually if I wanted to post between the times, I would have to wait till the weekend, obviously. But the day that I realized I could access my Instagram, I had drawn something on MS Paint during class and was able to post it during that class period, right? And that was an interesting discovery. But yeah, so like theoretically, if I want, because you have access to your computers, right? Because we have to do work on them sometimes. So theoretically, if I just wanted to post again, because usually half of my posts are just like doodle posts. I take a series of stuff from my sketchbook, some doodles that I've done on schoolwork, etc. And I post those, tag them, whatever. So I guess if I wanted a label behind it, I could just take pictures on my phone and then send them all to my computer and post them to Instagram via my computer, right? Issue is, I am very lazy, and I do not know if I would want to, send all of that to my computer, then have to save every single one, and then get it all together to post it, just so I could have like a regular posting schedule. Though I don't know if it would be considered regular, considering like the days are very irregular. I post like once every 2 months or something. At the very least, I can say my streaming schedule is better than that, which is once every 2 weeks. About. I do want to change that this year though, because one thing I would really, because I really like streaming, it's fun, whatever. And so I'd like to be able to do more of it, and I have like a couple ideas of stuff that I'd like to do for stream, right? But the issue is figuring out time for it, having the energy to do it. Because the main thing is, like, I'll have days where, like, the entire day at school, I'm thinking, man, I really want to stream today. I have ideas to do stuff. One of the things I really want to do is, like, start up a, Minecraft hardcore world, right? Because I've never played hardcore. I've never even played Minecraft in hard mode. So, for one, I think that would be really funny. I'd probably die really quickly. But also, it would be like a fun challenge type thing to do. And it would be fun to experience it for the first time on stream, right? Because I figured that would be like a fun thing to do. Whatever. I just kind of shaded the hair with no idea of where my light source is going to be. Actually, that's not too bad for like me not caring about my shading too much. That's better than I thought it would be. But yeah, I lost track of my thought there. But yeah, I'll have like days where I'm thinking that I really want to stream, like throughout the day. But then I'll like get home, I'll sit down, and then suddenly I'm just like hit by a wave of like tiredness and exhaustion, right? And so I'm just there sitting down and be like, man, I'm too tired to stream. And like maybe I could like have a coffee or something, but then by that point I'm like out of the mentality to where I'd be able to stream. I'd be like, man, I'm really tired. I don't think I can get myself to talk today, or at least in this hour, right? And so I won't stream. Sometimes it's homework or something like that. I technically still have homework that I need to do tonight, but we can ignore that. We can move past that. Nobody needs to know. It's alright. Just brush past that entirety. Got 14 pages to take notes on. Who cares when we've got art, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, so I was looking at this at school, and I was like, because I was trying to think of my new stream ideas, maybe some art, and I had this open because I wanted to finish it, right? And I was like, wait, I could just save this for stream, and so I did, and now we're here. But while I was doing that, I was thinking of things I could add to this like background and stuff. And I was thinking, because this character, it's, if people here don't recognize it, it is Rena from Love Live. But cool character, whatever. And her thing, a lot of her thing is like with technology, stuff with like coding, whatever. So and the outfit that she's in, she has like, cause the anime also has like a rhythm game, and you know they have cards for the characters, and one of her cards is in this outfit, and she has like a bunch of screens around her, kind of like the glowy like blue, light blue type thing, and it's like whoa, screen, wow, coding, whoa, yo, tech, wow, tech, yo, technology. And yeah, so I was thinking, because here there's not really much going on. There's a giant focus up here for the if I can follow the line of it, focus up here for the arm, right? And that's kind of how I want it to be. There's like a flow to it, but to like give something down here, I was thinking of like adding a screen, but the only thing is that would light source, right? Because it would be glowing blue. So I don't know if I want like there to be a main. I could do like a main light source coming from up here, and then having the blue screen down here as like a secondary type thing, and just have it reflect blue onto her. Now, the issue, I don't know enough about lighting and how to draw lighting, not lightning, lighting, to probably draw that correctly. But I can try. You know? Let me take a sip of water because we've been here for 30 minutes. I've just realized. And all I've done is shade the hair and talk a lot. People here, feel free to chat, ask me something, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, also hello by the way. I'll be honest, I say stuff and then forget what I say immediately after. So I don't think I know exactly what part you're talking about. Sorry. But also I don't know if you can hear me cracking my knuckles. I'm sorry about that. It's probably kind of gross. You can ignore it. If you can't hear it. I don't know if you can. But yeah. Feel free to elaborate. Because I just say words and don't remember them. You know? Yeah. But yeah, so welcome. Yeah. See, I feel like, yeah. I mean, there's like certain things that are said that I can remember really well, but that's usually the things that I don't like that I said. And so I overthink them, you know? I mean, maybe I can remember. Yeah, I should probably have a thing where I show my lighting. I usually have a layer where I have my lighting on it, because I like to remember where I put it. Wow. Lighting. This one's going to be bigger because it's the main light source, theoretically. Wow. Lighting. And then small lighting. Not as big, but also important. Woo! Sometimes they can, I will say they can sound like, I wouldn't say necessarily satisfying, but they do sound, I guess, relieving because I wish for all the world I could like properly crack my back, because it is, you know, I'm a typical artist person, constantly hunched over and with back pain, you know? And it's always my lower back for some reason, which makes it so difficult to get. Well, actually, I guess upper back would probably be harder, because with the lower you can just kind of twist. But like whenever I twist, I never like fully get it, you know? But yeah, now that I've vaguely gotten the lighting figured out, I can probably fix this up a bit, erase some areas that I feel should be a bit either darker or lighter, and well, I need to get the color back first, because I don't have that selected. Gotta get the hair selected as well, so I don't draw outside the lines. Yeah. That's the problem with like trying to get your bones cracked, is like half the time it's, I guess, technically not like a safe method, but I'm too lazy to figure out a safe method and just kind of do it. Yeah. So I should probably most light. Ooh. Yeah. Sorry if I like randomly like stop talking midway through doing something. I lose my train of thought or get vaguely focused. I say vaguely because I don't focus a lot when I should. Like some art pieces for specifically for school take me a long time to complete. Not because I necessarily need a lot of time for work. Like I could have theoretically finished like this piece that took me like weeks to finish much earlier. But the thing is, I procrastinate a lot and just kind of stare at it because I don't want to work on specific parts of it. Like the most recent thing I had to do was a skeleton, right? It wasn't like a full skeleton. You got to choose like the pose or whatever. And if you find my Instagram, it's posted down there. It's not my most recent post, but it's my second most recent. And I did that for school. And the thing is, I remember when I was in my like sketching stage of it, just laying it out, I procrastinated so much in drawing in like the ribs and the spine, because I just didn't want to touch it. I was like, that's too difficult. That's too much. Like, ribs have so many overlapping lines. I swear. Ribs, something that I never want to draw again. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Very, very true. Ruined myself most of my times. Yeah. This shouldn't have light, but maybe I just bring in secondary shading color, and then that'll look better, because that just kind of looks like a gross thing. Like, it feels like it should have something there. But it's like the back of the hair, so and then a bit. No, haha, oh, very, very funny. Haha, funny joke. Yep. You know, banned. You're gone. You're done. Goodbye. I'm sorry, you've been very nice, but I can't. Yeah. But Oh, when I finished it, I'm like happy with how the ribs turned out, even though they were the most painful thing that I've ever had to draw, I swear. Alright, now we need secondary shading color. Yeah. Yeah. So like about like commissions and stuff, in like the past, I've thought about like, oh wait, what's up? Sorry, my cat just walked in. Hey boy. I don't know if you can hear him in the back. I think he's too quiet, but he's there. Hey boy. Anyways, yeah. Like, I've thought about, like, opening up commissions, like, in the past. It'd be something to do. Something. The thing is, I don't think that I'm, I guess, like, at a level where I'd feel good about opening them up, right? Because I don't really have a lot of consistency in my artwork, nor a lot of variety. I kind of just draw like the same type of thing over and over again, right? And so before, he just loudly climbed onto my bed. Cat. Boy. Anyways. Yeah, but I'd want to like be able to do things more consistently and be able to do more before I ever like opened commissions, right? Because I did commit a while back working on. Oh no! Oh god, that must suck. I don't think, and I've been doing digital art since like 2016, and I started doing digital art on my computer in 2017 when I got my drawing tablet, which is the same one that I'm working on right now. It's kind of beat up since I've had it since 2017. God, that's 5 years. Holy shit. I cannot process that like 2017 was 5 years ago. It doesn't feel like it. That doesn't feel like it's right. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had to deal with the perils of having like my art files be erased. But yeah, I can only imagine how much that like hurts, especially like if you were like a decent ways into it. I mean, even if you weren't, like the sketch, or like if you had like a good sketch of it, that would be suck, because it's hard, because while you can like try to replicate it, you can't really get that like first tone back. I mean, sometimes you can do it back and then like you can do it back again and maybe it'll come out better, but like that like first feeling of like dread once you realize, oh god, oh no, an animation, oh no, oh god, oh that must have sucked, oh my god. I've tried to do a couple things with like animation in the past and was like never able to get far with it, because it's so much like tedious work and I am not built for that. And also like whenever I try, it was at a point where my anatomy was not that good, and so I wasn't able to do like any angles that I wanted to, any poses that I want to. I probably still couldn't now, and I didn't fully understand form of like things in the body, whatnot, and so I never like fully was able to ever get into animation. I mean, maybe I'd like to try like a small animation in the future. I've done like the word animation type things where it's like wobbly lines or whatever, and it kind of jiggles between one frame and another, back and forth, back and forth. I've done stuff like that because it's simple. I did do one, I think it was 2020, and it was someone putting a mask on because COVID, you know? But that was like the extent of my animation, right? But yeah. Oh yeah, do you do like are you like an emote artist or something? I was wondering, like, you said pixel art. Cause I mean, a lot of emotes aren't like fully pixel art, like, but you get the idea. So like, was it I'm trying to think of what have there's a lot of things people would have on their like setup that would be for like an animation, I guess. I don't know why I'm trying to deduce it. I think that might be a bit too dark. Lighten it up a bit. That looks a bit better. And then highlight, maybe. Hoo-hoo. Go back to my original color. Ooh. Yeah. Speaking of like emotes and stuff, I was thinking like a while ago on like if I'd ever get to the point where I could have like emotes and stuff from my channel. And I was thinking of like, well, I'm an artist. I could technically draw like my own emotes, but the thing is, I don't think I would have the skill to do like an emote artist, right? Little like faces, because the extent of my little faces are like just a little guy. It doesn't come off across that well with the pixel brush, but and if I can draw him correctly. It's just a little guy. But yeah. So I'd be like, so I'd probably like commission someone for it. But yeah, that would all be dependent on whether I have money though. That's the big thing. Oh, now those are bits and subs. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. See, I want to like set up more stuff for my Twitch, right? Like I just recently, this is the second stream that I've used a starting soon screen, which I didn't actually fully realize how helpful those are, because I've just been starting stream and then just going straight into it. But starting soon screens are actually pretty helpful. You know, realize why people use them so much. But the thing is, my starting soon screen right now is like pretty basic. It's just I can translation to it. Wait, here it is. You know, it's a pink screen with some pixel text saying starting soon, right? And I feel like expand to starting soon and ending screens. Yeah. Originally, my thought was, I'm not like a big enough streamer, right, to need a starting soon screen or whatever. But they're literally so helpful because I have to like, even though I think only like one person who follows my Twitch also follows my Twitter. And then I have a Discord with my friends, and then I add the people who want like notifications for streams there once I start. And it's so much easier to do those things and get those out when you have a starting soon screen, right? And I literally have the file for that starting soon screen as like temp starting soon, because I'd like to make it look better. But yeah, Thank you for following. Yeah, hello. You've been here. Anyways, yeah. Only one person who follows me on Twitch also follows me on Twitter. I have like a couple Twitter followers that I've amassed. It's only like 33. But the main reason being is that I don't actually tweet, like, at all. If you scroll back through my account, most of my tweets were from... They weren't even my own tweets. They were from, like, 2020, and I was retweeting a lot of art that I would see. And then I kind of just stopped doing that after a while. And then you'll look through my tweets, and you'll only see, like, you'll only see, like, stream announcements, right? Which I probably should delete, but they're there, you know? Well, thank you for the follow. Yeah. Man, misspelling's always... God. No, I'll also, like, try to say something cool and then misspell something. No, I remember, like, it was like a week ago, I think. I was playing Jackbox with some of my friends, right? And what's the game? I think it's Patently Stupid? The one where you, like, propose, solutions to problems or whatever, like inventions. And one of my things, I was really happy with my answer. And it was voted, it did get funded. But, the thing is that I misspelled a word in, like, my tagline. And that crushed me. So I feel like the hair looks too detailed. There's too many lines. But I'm just gonna leave it like that. You know, we can ignore it. And merge. Haha, label it. Woo! But yeah. It's too many. Yeah. What was I talking about earlier? Wait. I literally Mona Lisa all lines. True. So very true. I took like an art appreciation class, you know? All lines. Everything line. My teacher may say that they're made of shapes and to do a piece with only shapes, but I know the truth. It's all lines. He was lying to me. All lines. Only lines. That's how it is. He wanted me to do a piece with only shapes. But I looked at him and said, that's impossible. I did not do that. And I did do the piece. But we can gloss over it all. So I keep looking back and like I'm in my room for my stream and there's just my cat on my bed. He's like passed out. He came into my room only to fall asleep. Only lines. Oh hell yeah. Only lines. Real and true. Ho ho. Haha. Yeah. Oh man. God. The next thing to shade would be the hands. I can merge those layers together. They're all skin. Select layer. Ho ho. Shading time. Baby. If I can do it. Yeah. Alright. You know, we're like near an hour into the stream and I've only shaded the hair. I feel like I should be further along than this, but we're getting through it. Chugging along. Woo. Yeah. Ugh. The great thing about using like a pixel brush and having like I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that word. I don't know enough about words to say it correctly. And having that off is that I can use the bucket tool and not feel bad. I know that there's a thing on the bucket tool to close the gap, but if I just have that off, I don't have to worry about that and figure out how that works. You know? It's little things. Just little things. Anyways, moving on to how I don't know exactly how my art program learns, and I have no intentions of actually fully learning. Like, I probably should at least try, because I've been using this for my full, at least computer digital art career. I used to, before I had my drawing tablet, I used to draw on mobile in like 2016, and that was like the start of when I started to do like digital art. It was in 2016, right? And I would do it on my phone, on Metabang. I did try out some other like mobile art apps, but Metabang was the one that I used the most until it like updated, and there was like the weird thing where you could move the canvas around, and every time I would try to zoom in, it would tilt it. And I got so annoyed at that I just stopped using it altogether. But then once I got to computer, I originally, because it was like the big thing in 2016, like Paint Tool Sci, I did download one of the illegal version of Paint Tool Sci. We need to talk about it. But then I broke it like a week into using it. And so that was like the end of that, right? And then I tried out Metabang. And then I also tried out Alpaca. And I think you can, you know, kind of understand which one clicked more on here just by what I'm using right now. And now, while I don't know like what all the functions on here do, I'll admit, despite having used this since 2017, it is here. I'm using it, at least like somewhat decently. I think, I hope. If not, that'd be like kind of embarrassing for like how long I've been using it comparatively to my like skill with it. But we're getting through it. You know how it is. So I realized, I don't know how long I'm into the like music playlist. I don't know how well you guys can hear it. From what I see on like my OBS, it looks like it's pretty quiet. So I don't know if y'all can like even hear it properly or at all. But I promise you, there is music playing in the background. It's not just me talking here. Oh, good. Good luck studying. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye. Hope you had fun. Good luck. But yeah, that's good to hear. Bye-bye. Whoa. Yeah. Shading. Whoa. To be honest, shading is always... Well, obviously there's stuff like line art, which isn't the most exciting thing to do in digital. But I will say, well, shading's maybe not as, like, tedious as maybe as some other things. Like, I personally am really bad at getting flats in. Like, flats, in theory, should be simple, right? They're just the flat colors, and, you know, if you were, like, good... Well, I shouldn't say that, because there might be some people who also have the same struggle as me and are better at art than me, but typically, like, art people like to have, like, an idea of the, like, colors that they like to use, right? And the thing is, I never do, usually. Unless the character I'm drawing already has like a color palette and stuff like that. I never know what I'm going to be, like, what colors I'm going to use usually. Maybe I have like one or two in mind, but I never know how to make them work. And so I spend so much time just figuring out the colors, right? To the point where I just hate it. Like, you know, flats aren't that bad, or at least they shouldn't be that bad, theoretically. But I'm just not good at figuring out colors. I'm just bad with colors, I guess. And so I spend so much time on the flats. And especially if you're doing a thing where there's just like a bunch of colors in it, right? And then you have to adjust between the colors. You have to be like, yeah, that looks good with it. That works. And it takes a long time just get it all in there, you know? So now I'm thinking about flats might be the part that I dislike the most about art, or at least digital art, right? Sketching is fun, it's very loose, you can decide it. I'm really happy with my sketch for this, even though it was like months ago when I did it, but you know, you can see like I even really like my initial sketch, because usually the initial sketch is so loose that it kind of sucks half the time. But while this doesn't necessarily look peak, right? It gets the point across, it looks decent enough, and it's the initial sketch, right? And then there's my my like more detailed sketch, getting more stuff in, you know, details, the character, because you don't really see the character in this one. You have like the mask thing, but that's about it. And that isn't necessarily like the full thing, right? And then with this one, you get the character, and it's sketchy, but it's the lines, and then you can see how this directly translates over to the line art. Well, it doesn't match up exactly. It lines up pretty well, and some of the lines are just missing because this has some of the stuff that is in the flats rather than the line art. But yeah, so we have that, and we're missing like the lines here, 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 whatever. And that's just because it's in the flats. Woo, it's there. Yep. Yeah, but like with this one, I'm happy with the sketch. Usually sketches is like, well, actually I usually really like my sketches because they're so much more looser and less stiff than the finished piece, and that's just like the cycle of art, where because it's hard to get a very loose form, trying to get it all in without using any form of like sketchiness and stuff, which is why I really like artists that really like get into that kind of thing, where there's so much like flow to it, there's so much energy in the drawing, and it's maintained in their like clean line art, finished art stage, and that art is so good. And I wish I was able to like do stuff like that, because you get the like flowing lines and there's so much motion, and you can like feel the art and the energy through it. But it's so hard to just not lose energy while you're, you know, working through a piece, simply just because of like how figuring out the line works. You're inevitable. You get what I mean. You're eventually going to have to give away some of that energy in order for the clean lines and figuring out the final line that you're settling on for that part, right? And that's just how it is. Oh, hello! Welcome, welcome. Hi. Here. Shoot. I didn't think of... I'm just kind of fumbling around saying stuff. But hello! Welcome to the stream. Right now, I'm in the... I don't know if you've been here for a while, but I'm explaining it anyways. I'm in the midst of shading this piece. I started it like half a year ago? Probably. Because it would have been like, I think, July or August that I started it. Oh yeah, good. So I'm not being redundant here. But yeah, I started this like, probably like, June or August of 2021. And I had gotten the line art done, I had gotten the flats done, but I never actually finished it. So that's the hope for today. You might notice that if you're on PC, you might see that I've been live for, just a bit over an hour now. And I've only finished shading the hair. I will say, spent more time just talking than I usually would, which is surprising, because last art stream I had, I didn't actually get a lot of art done, like I was expecting to, so maybe that's just how it is on stream. Yeah. But yeah, welcome. I'll probably be saying that a lot. I repeat it too many times, but you know, that's just how it is, baby. Sorry. Yeah. What is there to talk about? Yeah. I could talk about the character I'm drawing a bit, I guess. Oh yeah. Pixel art is like... Oh yeah. See, the thing is, I had wanted to do pixel art for a while. Not like full pixel art, you know? But like pixel art, because... And I spent the longest time searching for like a pixel brush that I could download for like Fire Alpaca and stuff. Because there isn't one in its like main set of brushes, right? So you have to download them from an outside source. And eventually I was able to find one on DeviantArt, which is the one I'm using now. God, I should probably know the creator's name so I could say it and point people to it. Because it's a really good brush. I mean, if you search up pixel brush Fire Alpaca, it should be the first link. It's on DeviantArt. But yeah, I should probably figure out the brush maker's name, you know, to give proper credit. But yeah, I started, and I found the pixel brush like last year as well. And because I wanted to work with it so long, once I started with it, it was so fun to do. But I can't do like pixel art where it's like the tiny, like the giant pixels and you get like little sprites of stuff. I can never do something like that. But I admire people who can, like stuff for like the Pokemon art or something like that, or any like, you know, general RPG game that uses pixel art. The art in those I love, and like how they use it so much. Like, I don't know how much you'd be, well, people are generally familiar with like Undertale and Deltarune. I specifically really like the art in Deltarune, like the environments and stuff. Especially like chapter 2 had so many really cool environments and bits of like art, and it was just with like the pixel art, and I was like blown away by that when I was playing it. Like when I was playing it, I had to like take a moment just to admire the art because it was so cool. But yeah. But yeah, pixel art, it's a lot easier than you would think. At least like the type that I'm doing. Like mine is, it's like technically pixel art. I'm working with the pixel brush. I'm not blending at all. It's like flats, cell shading, you know, stuff like that. It's technically pixel art, but it isn't. I wouldn't. It's basically just like my regular art, but using the pixel brush, right? Because I don't blend usually in my art. I use cell shading, etc. So if you were to do it like kind of like how I do it, it's not as hard as it seems, I will say. So if you do want to try, I would recommend just finding a pixel brush for whatever program you use and just like playing with it a bit. I think if you look back on my Instagram, I don't know if you want to check it out or not, but if you look back on my Instagram and scroll back a bit, you will find my like old art where I was first trying out the brush. I used it for two of my pieces. I think you see my little character here. I think my first drawing with the pixel brush was of my character, my first iteration of my character. And that character had like, I used a lot of bright colors with it. I think I had like bright pink skin, blue-green hair, and then the ears were like normal ears instead of these like pointy ones I have now, right? You don't have to scroll far on my account to find it because I don't post a lot, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it's not as hard as it seems. There is like a bit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't actually put that much thought, just like because I'm not good at character design, or at least I don't, because I don't do it often. I don't think of stories often. I'm not someone who can write stories and think up characters very well. I remember one time in like 6th grade, I had to write a short story for class, and I hated every minute of it because I spent so long trying to just come up with like character names. And so, yeah, designing characters, whether that be for like art or writing, is not something that I'm good at. But I'm pretty happy with how this one came out. It was just kind of like an amalgamation of ideas, right? Because I was like, my first design of it was like, I wanted to be a persona of me, so I gave it kind of a rough thing that was kind of my hair, and I gave it my hair color at the time because I had it dyed this blue-green color. And my hair is not red anymore, but it was red when I like kind of settled on a design for my character, and so the hair is just going to stay red now. My hair is currently purple. It's very faded because last time I dyed it was like in October, I think. So the purple was very faded. It used to be really bright. But yeah, I currently have purple hair. I don't think I'm gonna change my avatar because that would also mean that I'd probably have to change the skin tone, so it would contrast and not look weird, you know? Gotta get that complementary colors in. Yeah. But yeah, and then like the change in ears was just kind of like I want my character to look a bit more like it was mainly that I just thought they were fun to draw. And also I just wanted to make my character just like a little more inhuman. Like obviously it's a bit, you know, inhuman with the head and all, the face, but and like the coloration of everything, but just wanted to add like a little bit more to it. And I was drawing another character that had like these ears that I have on mine right now, and I was like, why don't I just give that to myself? you know? Why can't I just get 2 lines, please? Brush, work with me. I'm crying. Tears. Please, please, please. I can just erase. It's fine. Everything is going swell. You know? Yo. Please, please, please. Yeah. Bunny ears are like fun to draw. I never really did them before like this past year, because I don't know, my character designs whenever I drew characters were rather like stagnant. I just kind of drew random like side profiles or whatever. Not like side profiles, but like the stereotypical like 3/4, you know? And I would do that a lot, and and it would just be like standard fluffy haired white boy kind of stuff. Of course there was like other things here or there, but I was pretty stagnant with my art for the most part. But I was gonna say something. Where was I going with that? But this past year, I saw some character designs that I did want to draw that had like the pointed ears, and then I drew it for that character, and that just kind of got me like hooked on it, I guess. Because I just really enjoy drawing them. They're so fun. Because you've got, of course, they're like kind of hard to draw in like different perspectives and figure that out, because I'm already like bad enough at perspective, and then having to figure out how these longer appendages work in terms of perspective is pretty, you know. Yeah. It was like the dark elf for like D&D or something, or was it just a character that was for something else? I don't know. Yeah, D&D. Love that. See, I've done like a couple of D&D stuff in the past, right? I've all of the campaigns I've been in have never been finished though. Like I've done my first campaign was with my family, with my dad as the DM, and all my like siblings as the other people in the party, right? And we never actually finished it. And it's been so long since that I don't think any of us remember where we left off, so I don't think we can like physically finish it, you know? Yeah. My knowledge of D&D isn't that good, but I know like the basics just enough to know how to play it, I guess. But yeah. And then I think my next campaign would have been at school, because in my freshman year there was a gaming club at my school, and one of the things advertised was D&D after schools. I think it was Wednesdays and Fridays, right? And so what I did was I joined that with one of my friends, and every Wednesday and Friday we played D&D. And the thing about it is that there were 2 DMs in there, and so I was part of 2 campaigns at the same time, which was a bit confusing. But the thing with that is that was my freshman year, was the year that COVID hit, right? So we were never able to get actually that far with our campaign because of that, and then we never like continued online or something, and that was kind of the end of that campaign, right? And then after that, my next one, I forget if I picked up another one with my dad, but I know that I picked up one with my older brother acting as the DM, and my dad was, I think another one of the players. Right? And the thing is that I think we did one session, and then we my brother had to leave because he had, college. And he's living somewhere else, so he can't really stay here and manage a D&D campaign. Well, he could, online, but it's, yeah. And so, the thing with that one was really funny, because my brother didn't properly balance the first encounter, right? So in our first encounter, everyone was downed. Quite literally, everyone was downed in our first encounter. Because he used the same, the same stats for the encounter as he did when, he and his friends had done it, because it was one of the preset campaigns, right? One of the books. I forget which one it was. But, he had done that, and he didn't balance it for us, because there was 4 of us playing, right? In our party. But with his group, there were 6 people in the party. And while, 2 more people might not seem like that much, when it comes to, a turn-based battle game, 2 more people really, really counts a lot. Right? And so, but he used the same balancing, or, the same stats. And so, the encounter wasn't properly balanced, especially because we were just, level 1. We had quite literally just started the campaign. And, we made fun of him for that because it was the first encounter and everyone was downed. That shouldn't happen on first encounter. You probably shouldn't risk death on your first encounter, right? Yeah. And that's, the extent of what I've done with D&D. I haven't been, me and my friends have talked about potentially doing a campaign, but we can't, decide on a DM, so we've just kind of been stagnant with it. Yeah. That's good. See, the thing is, I don't think, my brother's, necessarily, a bad storyteller. I just think he didn't consider that we had different, numbers in our party. We're all level 1. It's the first encounter, and there's less of us than he had, right? So I don't think he really accounted for that. But that's good that didn't happen. It's good. Yeah. I will say, for, my freshman year, those campaigns I was in, one of the guys, because we had the same groups for both campaigns, the same people for the most part for both of them. One of the guys he was in both of my groups, and both of the sessions were kind of more RP heavy. Previously with my dad's campaign, there wasn't much story. A lot of it was combat, mostly combat stuff, right? With story, but it was mostly combat technically. And but once I got to school or whatever, both of the DMs there were more story heavy, RP heavy, stuff like that. And so I was really excited for that, because even though I'm bad at social situations and I'm not that good at improv, I did theater for a while. And I remember whenever we had to do a little break or whatever, and we'd do like improv games. I hated it because I'm so bad at coming up with stuff. Also, hello! Welcome to the stream. We're currently, while I'm in the midst of shading, we're currently talking, well, I'm talking about D&D a bit, and my experiences with that. You know? But yeah, welcome. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, the problem with that, though, is, as I was saying, one of the guys in that group, kind of brought the focus all to, like, him. A lot of us were quiet, and we didn't really advance anything, which might have been, like, half of why he spoke up a lot, but it did kind of annoy me, because whenever we would try to do something, he would just kind of, like, butt in a bit. But, you know, I will say probably oh! Hello! I'm doing well. I think I can turn up my mic. My worry with it is, like, seeing the thing on OBS, I don't want to get into, like, the yellow or red, I'm pretty sure. But I can turn up my mic, definitely. I had it a bit down because I didn't want it to be too loud, but I wasn't, because I'm not sure about the audio, because I can't listen to myself, you know? Oh yeah. Is that better? Yeah, I just don't want to get, like, suddenly loud and, like, burst everything. Alright. Yeah. But yeah. Alright. Good to know. Yeah, last stream, because this is my second, I got a new computer, like, over break. And so my last stream was my first stream on this computer. I had to reset everything up. And so I was unsure about the audio. Now the problem is that that probably was, like, my second, like, worst view-wise stream, or, like, interaction-wise stream. And so I didn't get any insight on my audio. And I was very worried that it was very off the entire time. I did review look over the VOD, and it was, like, for the most part pretty fine. But it's thank you for giving feedback. You know, I feel like I should be better at this, considering I've been streaming since September, right? But I'm not I'm not the best at figuring stuff like that out. I still only half understand what I'm doing. I don't know if I'll get any better as I continue on, but that's how it is for now. Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing well. How are you guys doing, by the way? I've just been kind of, like, chatting away. Just talking about stuff. How are y'all? No, yesterday I was so tired. It's probably because, like, that night I had gotten, like, I think it was, like, 2 hours of sleep. And so, like, as soon as I got home yesterday, I just fell asleep. So today, I, like, got up at, like, I woke up at, like, 2:40 a.m., and I've been awake since then. But surprisingly, I've had energy, which is good. Oh, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce her, like, surname, but I know what it is. I just need to make sure I spell it right before. I'm gonna put it on screen real quick. 1 sec. Make sure I got the spelling. I've definitely procrastinated on, like, so much of my art stuff for school. And it's been a mess. I usually get them done on time, but it's all very questionable. But yeah, the character I'm drawing right now, let's get a darker color so you can actually see it properly. And my handwriting is not the best, so I apologize. I just don't want to butcher the pronunciation of her surname. I know her first name is Rina. Oh yeah. So there's Rina, she's from Love Live, both the anime and the game, one of the more recent groups, if you know anything about Love Live. But, I'm currently drawing her because, like, last year, June, August, on my Instagram, I had put up a, 6 fan arts thing, and I started doing it. But I only got to the first character on there, which was her, and gotten all the line art and flats done, but then I never touched again. So today I'm starting to work on it again. And hopefully at least get, a good majority of the shading done, you know? But yeah. Oh yeah, I really like her character design. I will say, some of the character design in Love Live is kind of basic. You can tell which character is which, but some of them are, the most exciting, but I really do like her character design. Yeah. And, the prompt for this one was to draw your favorite, I think it was Nijigasaki girl, because that's the, group that she's a part of, and so here I am drawing her. You know, yeah, which is very fun. Yeah. I mean, I can give you I don't know how much you're interested to know about Love Live. You could kind of get the idea kind of from the title, because it's basically high school idol group anime, you know? It's been going on for years. I think since either 2011 or 2013 when the first group was made. And then yeah. And I originally got into it around that time because my sister introduced me to it. And how do I draw screens? Introduced me to the anime, and there's a rhythm game that goes along with it, which fun fact, I've had downloaded since 2014, and I've never deleted it. There's been years where I just haven't played it, so I feel I technically probably should be further along than I am on it, but for how long I've had the app, but I've had it since 2014, which is something. You know, nothing has stayed that consistent on my device other than YouTube or Instagram or something. Yeah, I'm gonna drink water real quick because I've been talking a lot, and I think you can probably tell a bit that my voice is kind of shaky right now. Because even though when I first started streaming, I didn't stream a lot, but I streamed often enough, and my stream times, I would run till 3 hours for half of them, because I was playing Deltarune Chapter 2, and I was trying to get through that. And my voice wouldn't be my voice feels I feel like my voice shouldn't be as shot as it is right now as it is. I don't know if that sentence even made sense. Also, I know that my mic picks up the clicks of my water bottle, but I just have to live with that. It is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, Rena's part of one of the newer idol groups. There's also another new one that's even newer than she is, but from my understanding, it's only a recent addition. But yeah, should the shine should be lighter than the... I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? It's fine. It's all good. I'm just living my life. Woo, there we are. And then we can have a separate layer for actual shading. Let's get rid of that for the first part. And here we are. I think I was talking about this earlier, but I do feel like shading is like technically one of the faster parts of my art process most of the time. Kind of, vaguely, maybe. I feel like it is, because I spend a lot of time deciding colors, and, you know, line art is line art. It's always a struggle. I mean, sketching, by far the fastest part, usually, unless I'm having real difficulty figuring out my idea and such. Because if I'm doing that, then I have to, or like I'm having trouble with like the anatomy or whatever, because then I have to adjust things to like hell and back and figure stuff out. But once, if I know my idea of sketching is, and I'm able to get the anatomy right first, or at least close enough to right first try, it's like sketching goes by so quickly. And it's nice. I really do like sketching, which is why most of my art are just sketches. That's also because I don't have enough motivation or like time to put into fully putting effort into a piece. You know, most of my posts like half of my posts, I'm pretty sure, are like just 10 pictures of sketches. Because, you know, Instagram has like the 10 photo limit. And so I just post my sketches to there when I realize that I haven't posted in a while and I probably should post something, or I've done enough sketches that I think look nice enough, you know? I probably should do that, like with some of the art that I've done recently, because I'm happy with it and it looks nice. It's in my sketchbook, it's on my like school papers, whatever. But then I've just been too lazy to take pictures of them, because then I have to get in the right lighting, I have to make sure the shadows aren't on it or whatever, and it's, you know, all that stuff. It all comes down to laziness, basically. But once I do take pictures of my art, they're going up, you know? And I probably have enough to fill like 2 posts out, and that could like fulfill a nice like posting schedule for a while, so I can seemingly have like a decent posting schedule. I do think the most consistently that I've ever posted is the week before my sophomore year started, because I think I was so anxious that week. I was worried that I had summer work that I just didn't do. I didn't have summer work, by the way, which was good. I was so anxious that I threw myself and I made like a full piece a day. I say piece, but it's kind of like just character drawings like these. But I made one every day and I would post it the next day. And that's what I did for an entire week, all before school started again. I was struggling. If you could not tell. Let's get to my assignments. Oh, yeah, I hate that. No, I actually doodle a lot on, like, tests and assignments that I have to turn in, which I'm usually, like, fine with. I'm like, whatever. The teachers don't really care that much usually, or at least they don't comment on it. The only problem I've had with it is when I draw something that I really like, and then I turn it in, only for it to be an assignment that's never going to be given back to me. And so I've just lost that piece of art that I really liked forever. I mean, I could probably like once it's all said and done, ask the teacher for it back. But the teacher's probably like thrown it away at that point, like gotten the grade in and been like, okay, time to go into the paper shredder or like the recycling or something, right? And I get so sad because I would be like, man, I really liked that one because it's gone forever. It's even worse when it's like the standardized test that you know for sure you're never getting back. Because if it's just like an assignment test for like class or whatever, half the time you like can get it back because the teacher will have the grade on the paper and return it to you so you can see what you did wrong or whatever. At least my teachers have in the past. But yeah, sometimes I think when I first took like the SAT, I like doodled on it a bit. Thankfully nothing that I was like liked that much to be like, oh god, I'm never gonna see that again, why did I do this? But yeah, it sucks. Oh yeah, I lose a lot of mine too. No, sometimes at the end of the year when I'm looking through all of my papers of all the like schoolwork I've ever done, I'm going through my binder and seeing what stuff I can like toss out or whatever, and then I look at stuff and then I will see like doodles on it and be like, I don't keep things on the merit of, oh, this would help me like maybe study in the future. I'll have classes that are like vaguely related, and this will help me, right? No, I don't I don't save papers based on that. I mean, sometimes I do, but usually I save papers based on if I have like a doodle on them that I like enough to keep. And that's usually like most of them. Like I'll go through them, I'll pick out the ones with doodles on them, and I'll put those aside. Yeah. And then if it's in the same school year, maybe I'll take pictures of them and post them if I like them enough to post. And so sometimes I've posted stuff that were like months old, you know? Like just very much like old, right? I don't know what I'm saying. You get it. Probably. Yeah. Just like some old pieces that are like that I like drew in like my math class or something. Cause sophomore year I drew just a lot in my math class. And like that was the class that I probably like doodled the most in, I would say. Cause I would have a like file open on here that I could draw on, and at the same time I would be working out math equations on the page. So some of my like old artwork from that year, if I open the file for that and like look at the layers on like the sketch layer or something, it will just have math on it. Like there would just be math on like the sketch layer, or like on a completely separate layer. It would just be that. And that's fun to look back on, I guess. And it's kind of funny, considering, I know it might be considered surprising because one, I am gay, and two, I do art. Where like, but math is actually like one of my favorite classes. It's one of my favorite classes. I like doing it. I like figuring it out. And most of all because I get it. Like I'm able to understand math in a way that I don't really understand like my like English work as much. Cuz reading, I like reading a lot. I read a lot. But I'm just bad at writing, and that's what's getting me, cuz you know, English, it's all writing. You have to write your interpretations, you have to write essays, you have to do all this. And it's all stuff that I can't really do. But math I'm able to get, and math I'm able to do. So math was one of my favorite classes. So it was kind of surprising. I mean, it's not really surprising, because I would finish the problems, and then I'd, like, do a little doodle over to the side or something. That screen is questionable. I'm just gonna lighten up even more. There we are. That looks fine enough. Yep. There we go. Yeah. Ugh. I just cracked my neck. Oh. Need to adjust to my seat real quick. And stretch. Gotta make sure that I don't get like too much back pain early, cause you know, it's already starting up a bit. Hi, you've been here a while, but thank you for follow. Yeah. Hello. Thanks for sticking around, by the way. Oh yeah. Good luck on your homework, and good luck on your studying as well. Thanks for stopping by. And sticking around. Yeah. Bye-bye. And, good luck. You said you had art homework to do, so I hope you do well on that. I think so. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. Yep. Ew. I'm, like, waving, and you can't even see me. I do that. Whenever I start stream and, like, end stream or say bye to people, I, like, wave with both of my hands, which doesn't make sense, because you can't see me. But for your information, I do that. I don't know why you'd want to know, but information for you, I guess. Yeah. Oh man. It's the wrong thing? There we are. Yeah. I don't know how much longer I'll be going. I hope to continue for like a while more. I want to get like a good deal into the having the shading done, which I already have. I've finished most of the upper body, kind of. All that's left of like the upper, what I'd consider the upper area, is, you know, the nails, which I'm doing now, and the glove right here. But wait, did I? Quick question. Okay. Oh yeah, that's part of the line art. I'm good. I was worried that like the like mic here needed shading, and I just didn't do it. But no, it's fully black. Well, not black, but you know, the color of the line art, because it's part of the line art. So I'm good. I'm safe. Whoa. Also, fun fact, I usually don't draw nails on my characters. Like, every time I draw hands, there's usually, unless it's like a real hand, because in one of my old sketchbooks, during one of my classes, I just did a study on my own hand because I was bored. But, like, other than like that, I don't really draw nails. And that's because I'm not good at it. And you might say, because I use myself for reference usually, because I am not good at searching up references really well. Like I could be labeled as actually just bad at searching for references, and maybe you can may like argue that it's because I don't really try, which is true. But and I don't like have a Pinterest or anything like that you can use for like searching for references or whatever. But oh, I just fuck. I just did that on the wrong layer. I'm just gonna copy that and then undo everything. Goodbye. Okay, that's when that started. And then I can go up here, Control V, and then we have the shaded nails, right? And then I can just use the fill bucket tool, and then we'll have the same shading that I just did. Little hack for you out there. If you do it on the wrong layer, and it's just like a flat thing, like I do, because I don't like blending stuff because it's hard, you know? And so I do like cell shading most of the time. So if you just do it on the wrong layer, just copy that layer, like Control C, go back in time, undo all of the shading you just did, and then Control V, and you'll have the like shading, and then you can lower the opacity on it and use the fill tool to get all, or just like color over it again, and you can get that same shading back that you just did on the correct layer. Which I find myself having to do a lot more than I'd like to admit. But that's just how it is. Yeah. Back to I'm bad at drawing nails. I was saying that I don't, because I use myself as a reference a lot. And the thing about me is my nails are bad. They're all like uneven and stuff like that. I pick at them a lot. So they're not like the best nails to take reference from. And also whenever I just draw nails on a hand, they always look awkward and wrong. And so I just don't usually do it. But for this one, I felt like doing it. Because I think I did the nails on the thumb and the pointer finger first. Because those are easy to do. Because you don't have the full nail. You just have the back of it. And that's like an easy thing to kind of draw, right? But then once I got to like these down here, I was like, oh god. And you can tell that like, if just ignore the bottom part here and you're good. Just pretend like this area doesn't exist. And I'm happy. Right? Because out of this, I'm like overall really happy with how this turned out. Especially because considering that I drew it like so long ago. I will say, I haven't like advanced as an artist like too much since then. But I have like decently enough to where I look at this and this is still like really, I'm still really happy for like about it, right? Like I really like how it looks, which is surprising because I usually don't, right? Oh yeah, I probably should have asked this earlier because I asked this at the beginning of my stream, but there wasn't like a lot of people here. But see, because this is for like a 6 fan arts thing, she's in this like box or whatever. Because if you've ever seen that, you know how it's set up. You have all the little boxes that you're supposed to draw the characters in, right? You see, I've gotten rid of like the 6 fan arts thing around, and now, see that I'm gonna have to, I was about to say mute all those layers. No, make them like not visible or whatever. But yeah. Wait, no, I don't have to do that. What am I doing? We can just brush past this. But see, the question is whether I want her to like stay like up here within this box, or if I want to like move her. Let's make that like not visible anymore. Or if I want to like move her down here and make the canvas like a bit shorter. I think I might do this because I actually really like how this looks like this. I just need to figure out like a background, like a proper background to do. But I was wondering on if anyone has any thoughts on it. You know? Yeah. Alright. Let's get back to shading while we contemplate that. Ooh. I think, because I can feel myself beginning to lose a bit of energy and get like tired again. And also my voice is kind of you know? So I think once I'm done shading this glove, I'm going to end stream, and then I'll probably continue this another time, because I want to finish this on stream. My last drawing, where I did like my last stream with art, it was just a doodle stream. I did stuff. I got some people to like request stuff and drew what they requested. For the most part, some things I refused, but for the most part, I drew what people requested of me. And but the art stream that I did before, that was like a proper art stream. I was doing a piece, I was finishing it up. Well, not finishing it up, I was like starting it, because all I had of that piece was just the sketch when I started. But the thing with that is that I didn't actually finish it on stream. I did it in my own I finished it in my own free time. See, the thing with this though is I'd like to be able to finish a piece on stream. So I think my next stream is probably either going to be this, finishing this up, or at least getting just a bit further with it, depending on my energy that day. Or it will be Minecraft, probably setting up a hardcore world. I mentioned this earlier on stream, is that one of the stream ideas that I really want to do is hardcore Minecraft, right? And the fun thing about that is that I've never actually played hardcore, nor have I even played Minecraft in hard mode. So I think it would be really fun to pain people by being really bad at the game and probably dying really early to something really dumb. Because I mean, I don't usually die a lot in Minecraft, but it's just enough to where there might be a problem of when I do like a hardcore world. Because usually like my first time in the mines, I might like die. And that's a, no-go for hardcore. You don't want to die that early on, right? And so, yeah. We'll see how that goes, if I even do it. But yeah, so next stream should either be this or that. Or maybe not even that. I might stream on the server that I have with my friends, depending on how I'm feeling. and that's chaos. I'm currently in that server. Last stream, I would say to check it out, but that stream was such a mess that I don't think I want anyone to see it. but it is still up on my channel. I also uploaded it to YouTube, where I keep all my VODs as well. And that's all linked in my description on Twitch here. But anyways, I'm currently building this really large tower, and fun fact about me, in Minecraft, I'm not really a builder. Like, I'm not good at building. I do try sometimes, though. I only recently actually started trying, because usually my role was just to mine, because I'm good at mining. I can do it, and I like doing it. And that's the big thing. I really like mining. I can do it for, like, hours. I just put, like, a playlist on videos that I want to watch, like a series that I want to get through or whatever, and I just mine for, like, hours. But yeah, but we started, that was like mainly in the old server me and my friends had, and then on the new server, while I have mined like a decent amount on there, most of my time has probably actually been spent like resource gathering or building, because what I'm building with is like concrete. And if you know anything about concrete in Minecraft, is that it takes a lot to make. And if you're doing a really big build with it, it's tedious as hell. But, yeah. Yeah. So next stream, I keep on saying this, so it's either just getting into chaos on that server, maybe building a bit, or it'll be hardcore, or this piece specifically, not just like art in general. Though maybe I might do like another doodle stream where anyone in chat can like suggest things for me to draw. Because last time it was really fun. I posted it to Instagram after, and it was, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I should probably promote my social medias more, but I don't know. If any of you want to see me post like finished stuff that I've done, it's all probably going to be on my Instagram. I don't really post to Twitter, even though I do have it linked on my profile. I use Twitter like a fair amount. I like a lot of posts. I look at art from other people and stuff like that, but I don't post much myself. And so, you might not get the most enjoyment out of following my Twitter. I think the only thing I really post nowadays is just like stream announcements. But I think gloves. I feel like this bit's the part that's messing me up. But yeah, it's mostly like stream announcements, and that's about it. A little bit ago, I like reblogged. I'm talking like I'm on like Tumblr. No, it retweeted like a piece of art for like the first time in a while. So maybe like sometimes I'll like retweet art or like posts that I find like vaguely funny, but I don't do that a lot. I used to do it a lot more, And then I got embarrassed of my interest because people I know in real life started following me. And I was like, oh man. But yeah. How is that? Since that shading is like that, I should probably adjust the shading on the arm to be more following along with that. But I don't mind that. So I'm gonna save this here and going to leave this for another time. Even though I don't think there's a lot of you here, I might look for a channel to raid. If any of you have any channels that you particularly like, or like streamers that you particularly like that are streaming right now and would like to see, I might raid one of them. Let's see. I can look at the Discover page. I usually, I don't follow a lot of people on Twitch. But yeah. So maybe let's try to find someone in the art category, maybe, if that's where y'all want to go. And I will send you there. Maybe. Let's see. Who's streaming right now? I'll have to write down the name because see, the way my setup is, I have to raid from my phone. And the problem is I'm also searching for other channels on my phone. And so that means that I have to write down the name so I remember them. Right? Once again, if you have anyone, feel free to like drop the name. I think I found someone, maybe to send y'all to. The screen, like, currently preview says they'll be right back. But that's fine enough. It might be seem rude to, like, raid while they're gone. But let me write down their name. This is like a long raid process, I apologize. Yeah, from what I see, they seem cool, I think. Yeah, so, I'll send y'all over. Make sure to say hi once they get back, or just once you join. Let's hope that I wrote down their name right. I think that's it, and I think I got the command correct. Let's hope. Let's hope and pray, y'all. Every time I've tried, it's been correct, but... Okay, so they'll have a follower subscriber only chat, but make sure to just make sure to show some love, I guess. Bye-bye. Have fun for the rest of the day. Yep. Woo. Bye-bye.